Thank you everyone for joining. I'm sure you must be listening us from around the world as we are online and you can hear us at any point of time because this session is recorded and it is going to be saved and uploaded on our YouTube channel and on the Facebook as well. So here we go. Thank you so much. So today is our 6th session of the Pathway to Success. And whoever is listening us, this is Dr. Jaya Sajnani. And today we are going to talk about Pathway to Success and SDG, which is Sustainable Development Goals Program, Session 6, Green Cities and Sustainable Cities and Communities. How do we build this? And we have our lovely speaker today. But before I introduce a speaker, let me introduce this platform. So I am Dr. Jaya Sajnani. I am a founder and CEO of Global Talent Solution Hub, which is a non-profit organization with the vision to create a future where talent knows no boundaries. Yes, we believe that everyone, regardless of the background, circumstances, should have access to the quality education, training, opportunity, and excel in their chosen field. We serve as a bridge between the education system and the talent across the globe. We offer study abroad program, cultural exchange program, student exchange program, and online speaking session like today, where students and professionals can get engaged with the industry expert like we have today's speaker and around the globe. So before I start today's session, I would like to express my huge gratitude to our supporters because without them, this session would not be possible. They are Professor Caroline Makaka, who is a founder of Loani Leaders of All Nation International. Lady Dr. Robbie Motor, who is the founder of GSFE, Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. We have Dr. Lenora Peterson, who is the founder of GIA, is a Global International Alliances USA, and they nominate the doctorate honorary degree in the humanitarianism. We have a Dr. Randy D. Ward, who is the founder of Dream Bigger Institute in USA. Wow. Now, before I start the session, I would like to invite our speaker, and thank you so much. This speaker is joining us across the globe. So let's invite today's speaker, Ambassador Moses Talia Wanyama. Welcome, sir, on our platform.
Thank you so much. Thank you, our host. I'm humbled to. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ambassador Moses. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. You are so precious, busy, and from your busy schedule time today, you took some time off for our session, for our online session, where there are many people will be watching this session and learning from you about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. But before that, our audience would like to know more about you. So please talk to us, get through us to your journey and what are the problems challenges you faced and your today's status. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our host. My name is Moses Talia Wanyama from Kenya, East Africa. My background is a teacher. I trained as a primary school teacher and moved on to a high school teacher and moved on to colleges And after specializing at the University of Nairobi, I became a national trainer in curriculum development and planning. I'm humbled to talk to you. I have a lot of passion in humanitarianism and taking charge of the communities where my children are drawn from across Kenya, various counties. I've traveled the entire country and been able to meet different communities. And I realized one thing, that the pathway to success requires a lot of sacrifice, a lot of commitment, a lot of planning, a lot of input in terms of resources in terms of in term of time, resources in terms of availability, resources in terms of being willing, the willing heart, the willing person to take part in the welfare of the communities across the globe. I'm humbled. I've had a lot of challenges, and the challenges have been financial poverty, and the challenges have been a culture. The challenges have been traditions that bar and prevent us from moving forward. The challenges have been social, but all in all, as an educationist, as a teacher, I said these challenges are steps for prosperity. We can make the challenges as our stepping stones into a better future. And that's why I'm here this evening to talk about the pathway to success, keeping the world a city screen, and that's the way to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and such a humble thought you have shared, that yes, challenges are there so that you can have a pathway to the prosperity. And there is a very wise advice given that yes, how do you go through the challenges? You need to keep the patience, to have that constant, efforts to put it in and not giving up. So thank you so much, Ambassador Moses, for coming this platform. Now our audience definitely are so eager to understand how in today's world where the tech is there, AI is there, and we are cutting all the trees and making the buildings, and lots of problem with the water environment. How do we make green cities out of this? And not just the green cities, but community-based world. So today's session is about the session 6 as we talk. I'm going to share the presentation of you if you're ready to talk about, right?
Yes, ready. I'm ready.
Thank you. Hi. So this is your
Yes.
presentation and the floor is yours now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Now, we are looking at the city. What is a city? That's introduction. A city is a human settlement of a notable size. The term city has different meanings around the world. For example, cities are defined by 3 criteria: that the size of the population concentration, and artificial land use. Now, let's look at green city. A city which is resilient, inclusive, manages its natural resources well, and promotes a low carbon growth to retain competitive and enhance livability for all its residents. That's according to John and R 2015. A green city is a city that actively works to foster the health and well-being of its people and the natural environment. Often we look at government policies, community practices, and infrastructure. A city is green or not. A green city refers to a city that emphasizes, 1, sustainability, good good air quality, low population, and accessibility of green spaces. Urban development and promotion has a competitive advantage to the cities in terms of attracting residents, tourists, and businesses. The greening of a city involves measures such as 1, creating green spaces, 2, promoting sustainable urbanism and addressing environmental issues such as air pollution, such a reduction of carbon dioxide, emissions and waste, enhancing air quality, and protection of Earth's natural resources. It's important for us to remember that a green city is a city that actively works to foster a city that a green city is a city that actively works to foster the health and well-being of its people and the natural environment. Now, key elements of a sustainable green city: inclusivity, resilience, environmental criteria, for example, land use, transportation, waste management, water management, sanitation, air quality, environmental governance, and energy, as well as carbon dioxide. Now, advantages of green cities include creation of a livable atmosphere with good air and less pollution, use of sustainable energy sources to reduce emissions, use of technology in modern building construction with high energy efficiency and low consumption, use of new mobility concepts with a focus on pedestrian and bicycle paths. Green cities have more advantages such as the fiscal advantages, increased productivity at work, safe driving, growing of green buildings, established community gardens, and smart policies for energy, city forestry departments, advanced public transport. Disadvantages of green spaces and infrastructure. That's the advantages of green spaces and green infrastructure. We have the following. These spaces include parks, living walls, green roofs, community gardens. These are the advantages. We have green spaces. For example, in a city, we could have parks that are green, living walls that are green, green roofs, and community gardens. The spaces, 1, are multi-purpose or multifunctional. 2, reduce carbon and pollution in the atmosphere. 3, increase residents' physical and mental health. 4, provide community spaces. And 5, mitigate risks from severe weather events like flooding. Green infrastructure considers the natural environment when planning urban land use. Green buildings often use solar panels and are LEED certified. That's LEED is leadership in energy and environmental design. They keep pollutants and toxins at bay and are cheaper compared to standard gray infrastructures. Now, how to create green spaces in cities? Now, for us to be able to create green spaces in cities, 1, prioritize reclaiming urban land for green space, implementing nature-based solutions like green roofs and vertical gardens, green schoolyards, green corridors, green trees, pocket parks, community gardens, and rerouting traffic and removing asphalt to make way for green space everywhere. Accessibility and nearby green spaces are crucial for residential areas. Green infrastructure or nature improves urban living. Pro-green building. Greening the city is aided by the addition of greenery on uh, rooftops and balconies. Green spaces are psychologically beneficial to individuals. Garden of the community. Community parks serve as interactive gathering spots for neighbors to connect and spend time together, are adventurous in every culture. City forestry. This is done by carrying the urban plants and managing the tree populations, improving the environment, keeping the city clean, as well as regulating the quality, regulating the quality of air in the area. How to create green spaces in cities. Urban plans are a practice that can assist both people's mental health and city wildlife in the hectic urban environment. Smart policies for energy. Implementation of smart energy policies, cities gain the benefits of green spaces, renewable energy sources, which do not pollute the environment with toxic. One, solar panels installed on the roof. Two, energy produced by wind and water. And three, energy produced by biodegradables. All maintain a sustainable environment and thus help the local population. Advanced public transportation. One, car transportation causes traffic congestion and releases toxic pollutions into the atmosphere, affecting human health and disruption of city life. Integrating effective public transportation minimizes gas emissions into the environment and speeds up travel times due to little traffic. And other benefits of green spaces. One, benefits of mental health. Observe growth in our garden. Relaxation. In the interaction and breathing in fragrance of flowers and plants a form of therapy. More than just a nice view, landscaped tropic islands, street trees, and garden spaces successfully relieve tension by fostering a sense of tranquility. Research shows that people who are stressed feel better after being in natural settings. Green environments lessen occurrences of aggressiveness and violence. Physical advantages. One, studies conducted all around the world have demonstrated the health benefits of green spaces in the living environment. Cities with a lot of parks fight against diabetes and obesity. According to recent studies from the Netherlands and Japan, people who had easy access to green space had better health and reduced death rates even at the smallest connection with nature, such as seeing it from a window, can lower blood pressure and stress. Other benefits of green cities include increased productivity at work. Green spaces enhance employee morale and productivity in the workplace. A glimpse of nature, which it be through a glimpse of nature, whether it be through a window, a picture frame, or indoor plants all around them, makes desk employees feel more at ease. Overall, while those who cannot see plans experience the most stress and worry. Safer driving. By lowering drivers' exhaustion, rage, hostility, fear, and stress, vegetated roadsides, pathway, architecture, and roadside greenery help drivers feel less frustrated. The roots of a sustainable future lie in integrating trees into circular economy. Now, examples of green cities, we have successful stories to learn from. Singapore has the lowest rates of air and water pollution in the world. It enhances energy efficiency standards for buildings and vehicles by implementation of carbon tax. It has plenty of green spaces. Singapore has hundreds of miles of hiking and cycling trails. The garden by the bay is known worldwide as a horticulture masterpiece. The green spaces provide residents with beautiful natural spaces in their own neighborhoods, improve environmental conditions by biodiversity. Now, we can now have a look at Singapore in picture form. Now we go to the next. That is Singapore. The next is San Diego, California, USA. It has stricter environmental regulations than most other cities in the United States. It is held to high standards on building codes and vehicle emissions. San Diego has goal of 100% renewable energy by the year 2035. The city receives more sun than almost any other city in the country, making solar power very effective. Other sustainability efforts unique to San Diego include stormwater collection at the airport for residents and businesses. Now we can have a look at San Diego. That's how it looks like. Thank you very much. Now we look at Copenhagen in Denmark. It's the world's greenest city. It is the capital city of Denmark. It stands out for its ingenuity with bike infrastructure. It is known as a bike-friendly city, and over half of residents commute to work or school by bicycles. Copenhagen is on a mission to become carbon neutral city. Popular in the city include urban horticulture and agriculture, electric cars, and recycling programs. Copenhagen has reached its sustainability goals. And you can now have a look at the green part of the city. Just look at the way it is organized. And that's just a wonderful way you can look at Copenhagen. Now, we can move to the next. The next is Oslo in Norway. It is the capital city of Norway. The city highly encourages people to buy electric cars when shopping for a new vehicle. 82% of new car sales in the city in the year 2023 were for electric cars. The emphasis on sustainable transportation has helped to reduce carbon emissions and air pollution. It earned #1 position on the 2022 ACDIS Sustainable Cities Index. We can have a look at the city. That's how it looks like. Thank you very much. We can move to the next. The next is Zurich, Switzerland. It is the largest city in Switzerland. It has over 1 million people, and 90% of its power grid is renewable energy. It has many eco-friendly choices with many zero waste and plant-based restaurants to choose from. There are free bikes for residents and visitors to use. placed strategically throughout the city. Zurich's mission is that by the year 2050, 2,000 watts per person per year will be achieved. Now we can move to, we can look at the city, the way it appears, and that's how the city looks like. Thank you. We can move to the next. The next is Curitiba in Brazil. Was the first city to establish a comprehensive fast rapid transport system. Curitiba, a South Brazilian city, has made a lot of improvements, including the Green Exchange Program, which allows residents to trade recyclable or fresh produce. It has ambiguous green spaces carefully designed to help manage stormwater and to provide opportunities for residents to enjoy nature. Curitiba is one of the greenest cities in South America. We can have a look at the city, how it looks like. That's how the city looks like. And that's just a wonderful piece of work. Now, the next is Portland, Oregon in USA. It is an environmentally conscious city on the west coast of the USA and has plenty of sustainable hotels. In the year 2012, Portland expanded zoning code regulations to allow for more urban farming, including community gardens and farmers markets. Residents are allowed to keep bees and livestock in their background in residential areas without permit. Portland has over 300 miles of cycling trails and an extensive public transportation system. Natural spaces for outdoor recreation are accessible for all residents, even if they may not have a car. We can have a look at it, and that's how it looks like, the very green city indeed. Just look at the green part of the city. Oh, this is just so wonderful. Now, next on our list is Reykjavik Island. It gets most of its power and heat from geothermal energy harnessed from underground volcanic activity. It is said to reach its goal of becoming fossil fuel-free by the year 2050. It's one of the cleanest cities of the world in terms of air quality. It has eco-friendly tourism and regenerative travel, a great volcano destination for travelers. We can have a look at it, look at how it looks like. That is just wonderfully good. Now, the next city on our program is Tokyo, Japan. It is the capital city of Japan and a home of over 10% of the nation's population. It's a coastal city of an island, a nation prone to more vulnerable impacts of climate change, such as rising sea levels. To improve sustainability, Tokyo has committed to becoming a carbon neutral by the year 2050. Tokyo has many environmentally conscious elements that are an integral part of life in Tokyo, such as comprehensive recycling programs and widely used public transportation systems. We can look at Tokyo the way it is. Yeah, that's Tokyo. That's how it looks like. And that's just wonderfully good. Congratulations for the Japan government and citizens of the globe. You've done great work. Here's another one, that's Lahti in Finland. Lahti is ahead of most other urban areas in reaching its goal of being carbon neutral. Lahti is on track to be carbon neutral in the next 1 to 2 years. Lahti city is very creative. And we can have a look at, just look at the creativity in that city, how it looks like. That's just wonderfully good. And look at the green environment, and that's just wonderfully good. Now we have another city in Washington D.C. That is Seattle in Washington, USA. Seattle is known as a hub of technology and innovation in the USA. The year 2022, Academic's Sustainable Cities Index ranked Seattle first in the world. Sustainable businesses. Seattle is one of the cleanest cities due to the following. One, its focus on waste management and relying solely on renewable energy. Two, various sustainability initiatives using hydropower as much as possible for the city's power grid, banning plastic straws and single-use plastic bags, incentives for lead building, that's a leadership in energy and environmental design, is the most widely used green building rating system. LEED certification provides a framework for healthy, highly efficient, and cost-saving green buildings, which offer environmental, social, and governance benefits. The last one is internationally creating workable communities. Now let's look at the city. That's how the city looks like. That is just wonderfully good. And look at the green part there. Look at the distance, look at the green, and that's what makes life, that's why we are talking pathway to successful program. That is because we have to have a lengthy living. And so we finally come to Stockholm in Sweden, and then this is discussion of environmental issues and sustainability by residents at the place of work, in school, and other places. I would like us to borrow the idea of Stockholm in Sweden, where citizens of that country spend a lot of time discussing issues pertaining to environmental issues, how to sustain the environment, how to sustain human life, how to sustain the entire planet to make it a better place for all. And you can see it's being done in schools, it is being done at the place of work, and that's wonderfully good. A high percentage of residents participate in recycling programs. Now, we can look at it, there it is. That's how it looks like. Thank you so much. We can now move to I think that's our presentation this evening, but we have a questionnaire. What are the most significant challenges you have encountered in implementing sustainable practices in urban areas, and how have you overcome them? The challenges have been: one, mobility; two, income inequality; and three, air pollution. And then overcoming mobility challenges, we have sustainable transportation, a movement of people where they should be accessible, affordable, reduction from reliance on cars, which are major causes of carbon emissions. And ways of making transportation sustainable, we have reliable bus and train systems, walk and bike friendly neighborhoods, such as designated bike lanes, wider sidewalks, more bike racks, and plenty of electric vehicle charging stations to encourage the use of electric cars. Then income inequality and air pollution, we can encourage clean energy, and two, urban farming, and three, water conservation. Now, clean energy, we can use solar power via solar farms. And then the benefits of solar power, we have protection of homeowners from rising utility rates, reduces dependence on electricity grids, boosts the economy by creation of new jobs, significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions, and funding solar power in cities is highly cost effective. Now, urban farming. Urban farming produces food on small farms within cities, thus reducing the cost of bringing in food from outside sources. It reduces carbon dioxide emissions from food production and agriculture. It gives residents more affordable, nutritious options and enhances local soil and improves air pollution, quality. Urban farming includes various food production methods from vertical farms to community gardens. Now, water conservation. Efficient water use of conservation is a basic requirement for any green city. Enhance rainwater harvesting, water savings incentives, and irrigation systems. Use data-enabled plans, allowing cities to cut down water costs that stems from leaks and net zero usage. In addition to using high efficient water in residence, wastewater should be treated on site and used for irrigation of landscape or for recycling programs. Applied technologies and soil moisture sensors installations to help water conserve water and maintain land. Now, how can citizens and local communities contribute effectively to the sustainability efforts in their cities? Now, the cities of the world require us to join hands together, our ideas together, our plans together, our policies together, and together we become rich. And you're talking of success, pathway to success politically. Therefore, the possible good by regulation of population growth in cities. And this is we are saying that cities should control the migration by applying regulations and laws governing green cities, by conserving the city environment and taking of green spaces, by striving to be self-sufficient through working, saving, investing, and spending wisely their hard-earned incomes, by being resilient against climate change-related weather emergencies, by contributing effectively on the sustainability efforts through conserving water, use of solar energy, reducing of carbon dioxide emissions through embracing other sources of green energy, by keeping cities clean, cities beautiful, affordable, and healthy spaces for them to live in. Now, in conclusion, we are looking at the adherence to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, practical approaches to keeping a girl. Now here, I would like to present something in addition to the cities. I'm thinking about the pathway to success, and I'm thinking about a girl child and a young mother who have challenges of Ministry of Law, and I would like to give an idea here. I'm passionate about a girl child because that is the future of the world. A girl child is a mother of a boy child, of a girl child, and she is the keeper of the father or the husband. Therefore, if we take care of a girl child, we have taken care of the whole community. And here, under Princess the Loan Ministerial Health Cup, we have benefits that we would like to share with the world. The camp is leak-free for 8 to 12 hours in a day. It is reusable up to 10 years. Its value of one camp is equal to 3,000 sanitary pads. The cost is effective, is eco-friendly to the environment, it is safe, is healthy, and medically satisfied, is comfortable for the girl child. And as a world, let us take care of the girl child, and as we do that, we are taking care of the community. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. This was amazing, amazing learning. Definitely for me, and I'm sure people who you are watching us, you must have learned a lot about. Wow, I did not know that there are so many cities who actively actually working for green cities, sustainability. I really loved when you say that they have the learning about managing how Stockholm has the sustainability of the education, sustainability of the community, sustainability of the environment. And it is very, very important. As some of the cities are also going through that green side of the everything, for example, not using fossil fuel and going for the electric cars. Certainly, I can talk about in UK. Like for example, I have a Tesla, and in London, we have lots of charging point. But as far I go from the London, for example, if I go north to the Wales and then Leicester and then Birmingham or upper north side of the UK, the charging points are getting lesser and lesser, and it's very difficult because the car can run on certain mileage, right, of the electricity. Once it's about to finish, you just end up standing up on the road. So, Ambassador, I'm intrigued with your and why the presentation, and I'm very excited that you shared so many things. But I really have a question for you. What actually government you think hold the responsibility for making easier for this residents, like for us, a normal residents of the country, to make it easier? What government supposed to do to make it more easier for us to adapt the green cities?
Well, thank you very much, my host. I'm humbled. I would like to suggest that the governments of the world, all nations of the world, must put their people as their priority area. The welfare of the people in terms of health, in terms of medical care, in terms of social care, in terms of psychological rest, in terms a holistic person, in terms of economic. They should empower the citizens of the cities. They should work with them, get their ideas, plan with them. Some of them have personal pieces of land. Others are government owned. Let the governments of the earth come up strongly and embrace the pathway to success by taking care of the lives of the people, by empowering them to make decisions, by working together with them in terms of sharing the benefits of their hard labor. What the government does, let it also help the citizens of various cities to embrace environment. Now, from the biblical part of it all, man was created to take care of the environment. And we can all together take care of the environment for our sustainability, for our good. And once we do that, we'll be fighting germs, diseases, and all other challenges that are likely to reduce the lifespan. We can increase the lifespan of citizens and peoples of the world to 100 plus if we can take care of the environment.
That's
Thank
so
you very
true.
much.
No, thank you so much. Very well answered, Ambassador Moses. That's amazingly said. Well said that yes, if we look after the environment, then ultimately we are looking after ourselves, because this is the environment where we bringing our air, where we are seeing our sunlight, where we get our food, right? So if everything is
Yes.
clean and the green, so obviously it will affect on our health, which will show that our health span is increasing, which is very well answered. And thank you so much, Ambassador Moses. As I said, I
Thank
have
you.
learned a lot from today's presentation, and we are coming about to end. So thank you so much. Before we go, I just want to let our audience reminded that today is our last session of the Success to Pathway sessions. And our first session, don't forget, we had equality for all genders, where we talk about the United Nations goal for the equality. Then we talk about the building tomorrow, which is an industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Again, then we talk about the another United Nation goal, which was a learning for life, and that was a quality education for all. In our fourth session, we talk about and we heard from very good speaker about the jobs for better tomorrow, decent workplace, and the economic growth of the country. Then the last week we had a very well presented session number 5, which was the sustainable choices, responsible consumption and production. And in that session, we also heard the same thing what Ambassador Moses has echoed today about the Princess D Menstrual Cup. That please try and give a go. This is very effective way, environmental friendly, biodegradable, so that it's recycled easily, and it has a lifespan of the 10 years. Can you imagine how much money you can save, how much time you can save, and it's good for environment. And today was the last session, pathway to success, and SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals for United Nations. And today's session was Green Cities, Sustainable Cities, and the Sustainable Communities by our Ambassador Moses Talia Wanyama. So thank you so much. Hope you had a good learning from since last 6 weeks, and today is the last session. But don't forget, the learning is go on and on. All we are doing is having a pause, and then after we are going to start again new series which will be notify you via our online measures. So bye bye everyone, and enjoy your rest of the week. Enjoy and take care of yourself. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much. Be blessed across the globe. God bless you. God watch over you. God prosper you.